Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about one coat nail polishes. I picked 10 polishes for my collection that are one coaters and wanted to share them with you guys. This is a collaboration that I'm doing with Amy at Nail Polish Baby 90, Holly, Miss Holly Berries, Zenora at the Zen Network, and Lindsay at Lindsay Does Nails. So I will link everybody's channel down below. We're all going to have these videos up sometime in the same day. So like I said, I have 10 polishes here, so I'm just going to get right into it. I will start with the one that's on my nails today. This is Sally Hansen's Pacific Blue, as in the original formula of Pacific Blue. If you guys were into nail polish around June or July maybe, there was this huge uproar over this polish. Sally Hansen reformulated a lot of the polishes in this extreme wear line, and this was one of them. This, I mean, it's a different color, it's a different kind of formula, but this is the original one, and this, one of the reasons everyone was so upset about that is because this is an amazing one coat, kind of like dusty blue color. I love this. This is what I decided to wear on my nails today because when I was doing the swatches for the video, I put this on and realized how much I love this and I want to wear it. So this is Pacific Blue, Sally Hansen's Pacific Blue. Outside of like eBay, you're probably not going to be able to find this in a store. I found a bottle in Walgreens back in November, and that's the last time that I've seen it, and I think that was pretty rare for me to be able to find it that late into the formula being changed. So if you're really interested in this one, you're probably going to have to shell out considerably more money than the $2.50 that you could get this in the store on eBay or something like that. So obviously this is one coat, so the coverage is amazing, the color is amazing, it's creamy, the formula is perfect. I love this. So again, that is Sally Hansen's Pacific Blue. The next two that I have are both from Virago Varnish, and I probably could put the majority of my Virago Varnish polishes in this video for one coaters because I think more than half for sure that I have are one coat polishes, and they are amazing. That includes all of the really awesome like foiled metallics that came out in the holiday collection, and these two, which are both from the Harvest collection, which I know I saw something recently about them being discontinued, so I don't know if you'll still be able to get them, but I will link Virago Varnish down below so you guys can see. The first one that I have is Feast, and this is a beautiful, like, I don't know, dusty, muted, kind of like grape purple. Again, one coat cream, absolutely fantastic. The formula is a little bit thick. I mean, I should say that these are all going to be one coaters, so the formulas are going to be a bit thick. That's the only way you're going to get a polish to be a one coater, but it's not so thick that it's not workable. It's still really smooth and just a really beautiful, gorgeous polish, an amazing formula. So again, that is Feast. The other one that I have is also from that collection, and it is kind of a dusty muted blue. This is Gust, and it's the exact same formula. I mean, slightly thick, like thick enough to obviously be opaque in one coat, but still really easy to apply. And yeah, again, one coater, that is Gust. I will link Virago Varnish down below so you guys can see if you can still get those. The next one I have is actually from Essie, and this is from the fall 2014 collection. It was called Dress to Kilt, and actually there were a few one coaters in that collection. I don't know, let's see, I think there were 6 polishes altogether, and I think only 2 of them, in my eyes, were not one coaters. But I picked this one up because it's kind of a light, like taupey nude color, and you don't find colors like this with good formulas, especially one coat formulas, especially from Essie. So, sorry, this is Take It Outside, and it's just this light, kind of taupey gray neutral color. Like I said, usually when you find something like this, it's thin, especially if it's from Essie. They did this really, really well, and I was really, really impressed with that entire collection, but this one especially because it's so light. And usually when you find a one coat polish, it's usually thick and it's dark because that's what helps make it a one coater and what helps make it cover the nail all the way. So to find something that's light and not horribly thick, it's like a normal consistency, and the formula is really, really good, like easy to apply. It doesn't pool. I don't know. It's just really nice, and you don't see them in these kind of light colors very often. I have 3 here from Zoya. The first one is a pixie dust, and this is Cheetah. This is like a hunter green pixie dust with a gold glitter in it, and there are quite a few of the pixie dusts that are what I would consider like jelly based. You know, they're a little bit squishier or sheer, almost like a hard candy kind of finish, if that makes sense. And then there are the ones like this that are almost seem creamy because they are so opaque, and the color within the texture is like a creamy kind of color. This is one of them. This is easily opaque in one coat, fantastic formula. Again, they're pixie dust, so it dries fairly fast and they wear forever. This is like the best polish you could possibly come across for like a really quick, I need to get out the door manicure. Because you don't need to worry about a top coat. You really wouldn't need to worry about a base coat if you didn't want to. You could just throw this on one coat, it's going to dry fast. So yeah, that is Cheetah. The pixie dust were recently discontinued. I think they're still all available on the website, but they're not going to be continuing to produce them. So if you're interested in this, I would jump on it fairly soon before it disappears. The next one is also a pixie dust, and this is Sunshine. This is a kind of denim blue with a silver glitter that runs throughout it, and this is almost identical to Cheetah in formula and in all of the stuff that I said about how it's like the perfect, you know, I'm in a hurry out the door kind of color. It has that kind of creamier blue base. You know, you don't need a top coat, you really don't need a base coat, you can just throw it on, it dries, it wears forever. Everything that I said about Cheetah also applies to this one, and this was one of my favorite pixie dusts for quite a while. Actually, it's one of the first ones that I got, so that is, again, Sunshine. If you are interested in any of the pixie dusts, I would pick them up fairly soon because I don't know how long they're going to be available. The last one that I have from Zoya is Ling, and this is another blue. This is a little bit of a lighter blue. This is from, ooh, what was it? It was a summer. There was Tickled and Bubbly. Tickled was the creams. This is from the Tickled collection from the summer last year, and it's just a beautiful one coat cream. It's not thick. It doesn't, you know, run. You don't have to like slop it on to get one coat, because I mean, I could pick 100 one coat polishes if I considered, you know, slopping it on and being full coverage, but this is like a perfect formula. And this one actually dries pretty shiny too, like impressively shiny. So again, that is Ling. The next one I have is from OPI, and this is Push and Shove. So I put this in here as a one coater, but its one coaterness is kind of contingent on using the right base coat, basically. So when you buy this polish, you probably have to go online for it at this point, but it will come with this little mini of a special base coat, and you have to use this base coat to make this perform as good as possible. If you don't use the base coat, it's patchy, it's streaky, it will like take itself off as you're applying it. It's a pain in the absolute butt. But if you use the special little base coat, which is a mini for a full-size bottle, which kind of like, but I did have a subscriber tell me the last time that I mentioned that this will last forever. So, I mean, we'll see. But if you use this first and then go over it with this is one coat. Easily one coat. It is a little bit thick, but it spreads out really, really nice, and it's an easy one coat polish if you use a special base coat. But I do really, really like this. I just don't wear it as often because I'm scared of it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of paranoid about this polish because it can be so finicky. But anyway, that is Push and Shove from OPI. The next one I have is from China Glaze, and this is one of my favorite reds from China Glaze ever. This is from the Cirque du Soleil collection, and this is Bend Over Backwards. I always get this and another one confused, but this is Bend Over Backwards. And when I got this, I was very disappointed because it looks very orangey in the bottle. When you put it on, it's really bright and really like fiery, you know, like in your face. This is a metallic red with maybe a little bit of like a gold, like orangey gold flash to it, and that might be what makes it look so much more orange in the bottle than it does on the nail. But this is beautiful, opaque in one coat. One of my favorite polishes for around the holidays because it is so bright and cheery, and it just is like Santa suit kind of red. So again, that is Bend Over Backwards. You probably have to go to Amazon for this one because it has been a while since it came out. And the last one that I have is from Madame Glam, and this is Mint Cocktail, and this is a bright lime green. I want to call it a neon, but I really don't at the same time. But this is a one coat, no base needed neon green, and that's pretty much unheard of. This is very thick. That's the reason that it's a one coat neon. You know, it's how it's possible is because this is very thick. It can be a little bit difficult to work with until you get used to it, but the fact that you can get this bright of a green on your nails with one coat and no bases is pretty impressive. So I'm pretty sure this is still available on the Madame Glam site. I will link it down below, but like I said, this is a one coat neon, which is just unheard of and blew my mind the first time that I tried this. So again, that is Mint Cocktail from Madame Glam. So that is it for my one coat wonders. I will link everyone's channel that I did this collaboration with down below, as well as all the indie sellers that I mentioned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.